Let's dive deeper into like what you call the dark side of Dionysus. And so we've talked about isolation, we've talked about distillation, but how are we dealing with the fact that alcohol oftentimes, yes, it can lead to these negotiations, but it also leads to a whole lot of violence, bar fights, violence against women, all the things. So talk to us more about this kind of, you've used the word mismatch a lot, where a little bit of alcohol can get you to trust somebody and a lot of alcohol can send you like flying off the handle.
Yeah, yeah. So most of the social and individual benefits of alcohol come at about zero point zero 0.08 blood alcohol content. So it's about two drinks in for most people. You go much beyond that, and you start to get dangerously disinhibited and dangerously downregulated in terms of your cognitive control and your ability to make good judgments, as well as your motor abilities and things like that. So for cultures that use alcohol, which is basically almost every culture, and if they don't have alcohol, they have some other chemical intoxicant that's doing the same thing. It's this delicate dance between knowing that it's useful, trying to capture the benefits, but then setting up kind of like bumper cars, setting up some safety features to try to prevent ahead of time those negative consequences. And again, it's harder to do now because we don't have the same rituals around drinking and we have these much more dangerous forms. So at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the book, I talk about various ways that individuals and groups can try to capture these benefits of alcohol while, first of all, leveling the field for people who don't drink. So I think one of the problems we have right now, I think because we don't consciously think about the benefits of alcohol, we don't we don't incorporate it in a systematic way into our lives, let's say as organizations. And therefore, we don't have a clear plan about how to level the playing field for non-drinkers. And so I borrow from some people who've thought a lot about this, about how to do that. So, make non-alcoholic beers available right next to the alcoholic beers. Make tasty non-alcoholic cocktails available right next to the alcoholic cocktails. Don't stigmatize people who aren't drinking for whatever reason. There could be a lot of reasons why you would want to drink. Make even simple things like making water available at receptions is really cuts down on drinking and is really crucial. Um, so it's a tricky dance you have to perform when you're deciding about how and when to use alcohol. I guess the main message of the book is what the right answer to the question of should I have alcohol in my personal life, should I have it in my organization? There's no right answer because there are benefits and there are dangers. The important thing is making an intelligent decision with the full picture of what's going on in your head. And we don't have that now. So, right now, we think about alcohol only from a harm reduction standpoint, only from a physiological medical perspective. If we can supplement that with a picture of all of these individual and social benefits, then we understand what the cost benefit situation is and we can make an intelligent decision. So the kind of take home message of the book is there's no right answer about whether or not alcohol is good for you or your group. But to decide that intelligently, you have to see the full picture. And that's something we haven't been seeing clearly, I think.